The infamous Mel TV.
Pac said, man, I'm gonna let you go to fight with me. So Pac was like, you can go to fight with me. I can fight, we going to the club. He said that Daz told him, well, you can't go, something's gonna happen. Basically, Pac or me, whoever, if you go, it's gonna fuck shit up. He said that he was living with his mother and living with Daz, so he had to listen to Daz and not go to the fight.
So I ran back over there and I told Pac, like, Pac, I probably ain't gonna be able to roll. And he was like, that's what's up. He was like, well, I'll catch you, when I come back and blah, blah, blah. And we chopped it up. And that was the last time I ever talked to him. Like, after when he got ready to leave, like we said our goodbyes, and that was the last time I ever seen him or talked to him in life.
Now, if all these people knew what was going on in the situation, nobody never commented or tell anybody that. So you're part of it. You part of that snake, you know what happens with snakes. So the other situation is that even after this shit, a motherfucker was with P-Diddy, according to P-Diddy and everybody else, and everybody know this, street know this, I was locked up. But Snoop, Daz, and the rest of them, they did a song with one of the niggas from that side who was in the car. And that's loyalty to Pac shit. Motherfuckers don't need that type of loyalty.
Who was it?
And that's like the shit.
Who did he do the song with?
What you mean, who was it? Who did the compilation? The person who did the compilation was that nigga Dre, or whatever his name is. Well, he ain't here, but that's that. But like I said before, if P-Diddy tells the truth, if all the other shit makes sense, what is the problem? And then when you even look at the other situation, why would Frankie make up a lie and says when we was going to MGM, Orlando tried to take Pac's chain? He said that to the police, and then I heard he went to the grand jury and changed and said he lied. He said a security person told him to lie. Why? Or why would people turn around and say that my 2 or 3 year old daughter, she probably been 3 at the time, was basically gonna be with me at the fight, at the club, and go ride the wave on this that I bought, and somebody else said they bought them too. I don't buy shit with nobody but myself. Security don't buy shit with me. But that's a lie. So when you look at all these things, and you look at all these people who do these other interviews, and they shoot themselves in the foot, they can't go back and erase it. So when you look at all those facts, and you turn around and say, why is all these different stories about one incident? But the thing about it is like this. In 30 years,
The infamous Mel TV.
this incident, they use this incident against me to try to run me. So what I mean by that, they put the narrative out there that I had Pac killed. Even though I got a bullet in my skull still today. They put the narrative out there was a lie saying Baby Lane shot him, which he wasn't a shooter. Then they put it out there where it cost me $200 million on one deal, another $100 million on another deal. And what I mean by that, what I did for NCA before they was Universal, all that stuff, I run billions of dollars for these people. They turned around, Pac started off hitting the skull. They turned around and used the media to beat me out my bread.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Fucking out my company and my freedom. And what I mean by that, the first time I went to court, and they sent me to prison, their whole thing was Tupac is everybody's favorite rapper, which is true. He in the car with me, and I had him killed.
Suspects or motive in the murder of rapper and actor Tupac Shakur.
So that given the reason that railroad me and sent me to prison, and nobody say nothing about it. This case I'm in here for now, the first thing the DA said was Tupac, and asked the judge, anybody, do you know Tupac? Who don't know Tupac? They said, yeah. Well, Tupac was in the car with him, he ended up dead, like I had something to do with it. So they testified him to overlook the fact that it was a hit out on me and people had guns and I ended up in prison because I didn't die and somebody else did. Makes no sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You look at that part of it. Then you look at the scenario how everybody used Pac to make their stuff famous or make their project better. You got people who use their songs with Pac and tell them how much they love Pac, but they do songs with Puffy. You got Steve Harvey, old bitch ass. You know, this motherfucker telling, well, fuck Pac, according to everybody else. He brings Snoop and Puffy on there and say, these are dudes who's running this shit in the East Coast, West Coast shit.
What's up, Snoop?
What's up, huh? Hey, whoa, wait a minute, fellas here, hold up. You know, I know all about this East Coast, West Coast rivalry thing here, but we in Chicago now. This rivalry stuff, we gotta stop it, man. We stop that, we stop a lot of this violence. Now, whether y'all like it or not, y'all role models, and your music affect a lot of people, and you need to start considering yourself examples to these young people.
Yo, Steve, check this, man. All that East Coast, West Coast stuff is a bunch of media hype. It's been my dog from day one, you know what I'm saying? It's all good between me and him. That's my peoples.
For real, that's what we came in for. We came in and lighted up and rotted up. We made
now, fuck Pac. If you love Pac so much, how you with the motherfucker that everybody say got something to do with the first get down that happened to Pac in New York, then the second one. Since you want to bring up the source award, Dave, it's like this. The minute Keisha kept calling me, and if it weren't for Keisha, trust me, me and Pac wouldn't have had a conversation. Keisha been to her cigars. Keisha kept calling until she talked to me. So,
Love you, Keisha. Thank you.
Hell yeah, definitely. Keisha's part of history. It wouldn't have been, Pac didn't reach out to nobody else. So everybody said they would have bailed him out, they would have did this. All that's a lie. I couldn't even take credit for that. It was Keisha. So Keisha made that happen. I made everything else happen. But the minute I talked to Pac and I started fucking with Pac, he told me what happened between in the studio and who was behind it. He felt and this and that. So I ain't shit watered down to fake about me. You know, I am who I am. I don't gotta be a motherfucker who had a different job or did different things besides what I do. All the people who doing these podcasts and talking, they tell us some of the stories about me to make themselves famous. If you really want to get famous, don't make up no stories. Wait till I'm there and get in my motherfucking face and express yourself, no matter who you are. But back to the situation with Pac. Once I start talking to him, he explained everything, how they set him up at the studio. Ain't no either or. Ain't no gray area with me. If I'm fucking with you, I'm fucking with you. If I'm not, I'm not. So at that point that Pac decided to ride with me and be on death row, his friends became my friends. His enemies became my enemies. So at the Source Award, everything I said was motherfucking true.
Any artist out there want to be an artist and want to stay a star, and don't want to have to worry about the executive producer trying to be all in the videos, all on the record, dancing. Come to death row.
I'm not gonna go up there and hug a motherfucker who has something to do with the homie getting shot up. So yeah, what did I say wasn't true? If you don't want a motherfucker all on your motherfucking videos, they could have came to death row, that would have happened. Because at the end of the day, that motherfucker was all in the motherfucking video still today. And he benefited when Biggie wasn't here. Because if Biggie wasn't here, he wouldn't be rapping. Once Biggie wasn't here, that motherfucker started rapping. When Pac left, I didn't pick up a microphone. I picked up the pieces. But for his Puff doing the shit he did, it's only obvious what he was involved in. At the same time, right? Interscope Universe the same. They gave Puffy a deal. In the first 50 million, 100 million, that project flopped. They turned around and gave him another deal. and that project flopped. But instead, you can steal my shit on some bullshit. Then when you really look at it, I look at it like this. What Puffy done, what Puffy did, or what Puffy do, it's not a surprise. Everybody know what it is.
Hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs has been accused of beating and sexually assaulting his ex-girlfriend and singer, Cassie.
I mean, to be able to do that type of to a woman and other women, but it's not new. It's not like it's new news. Shit. Same time he beat the shit out of motherfucking, what's a little girl named Cassie or whatever. He had an assistant by the name of Capricorn. He felt Capricorn. Cap was keeping this shit on the low about if she was messing with Cuddy or not. Puffy beat the shit out that bitch. Not only did he beat the shit out of her, it was an Interscope person, the Interscope
The infamous Mel TV.
that paid her to settle or he wouldn't go to jail. Now, there's a time where they say they're not going to put out records where people cuss and degrade women. Dre even did a thing on MTV, interview, and says, I would never cuss on a record. I would never call a woman a bitch. I would never say these type of things again. And I'm going to do only records without cussing. That's why they say they couldn't distribute Death Row, because my artists cursed too much. So they put out an album called Aftermath. First song was Who Been There, Who Done It, it flopped. But even the people who wrote all these songs never get paid. But then, or a motherfucker who's a bitch beater, they can do the Super Bowl and get an award. Puffy can beat the shit out of two bitches and they pay for it. And he get an award. And for his having somebody, you know, have male prostitute fucking your bitch, that's some weirdo shit. But it's not nothing new. Everybody know that Puffy been the fucking Gus ran in for the longest. That's not like it's new news. Why do you think him and Russell was friends? Not that I want to see Puffy go to prison or anybody else. I still feel that way. But at the end of the day, he'd never get charged or go to prison. I mean, he make too much money for the people that he basically worked for or had a business for. And when you look at it, he got lawyers, and her lawyers are smart also. They left some in, but they didn't go all the way. They basically went like, okay, they ain't gonna say he was participating with the male prostitutes also, because they didn't have to make it like she was a part of it. And then they weren't gonna say he was, because they gotta leave some out and get them to settle for that $30 million. You know, and they had those side meetings like, you know, shit. We didn't say the part why they were testing your guts out. Everybody know they've been testing your guts out. So let's settle all that's coming out if we have to fight it. So I'm quite sure they're gonna settle like ASAP. Right before the Super Bowl, a girl came forward and recorded Dre threatening her, had someone else threaten her, and what they was gonna do to her and bring harm to her. A lawyer got it. At one time, Dre wasn't talking to Mike. Then Mike got it from the lawyer, took it to Dre. Now Dre be silently giving Mike and Snoop money to try to help their shit. You know, it's a cat and mouse game all around the industry. I mean, shit, Wale never spoke on the fact that what happened to him with Puff. Just like T-Pain was over there on the island, and he claimed they were trying to get a little fresh with him, but he's probably going to deny it, but everybody know the truth. His people had to run a boat to go get the motherfucker off the island. But, you know, it's still the same shit. I'm not looking to see now motherfucker get caught up. And if they get out the first one or get out this one, anyone, they better watch because they still coming, you know. Puffy, I don't want to see you go down. But if you need a celly, I'm going to grant your ass my single, boy. Had your cook game working, I don't want no head, but you're going to be cleaning the toilet. But at the same time, I'm not looking to be happy and aggressive because another black man did some fucked up weirdo shit, because it's not about Puffy. Puffy had kids. Puffy has 2 daughters. I don't think it'd be fair for everybody to pull that motherfucker through the rules publicly because let's think about his 2 daughters. But at the same time, my kids, I have kids. Nobody gave a fuck. You know, my son, just had a son, social that's graduated from film school. He hears shit. My youngest son is Legend. Legend just turned 14. And we talk about everything. Always talk. All through the day. And my son said, hey, I love all Tupac shit. I still listen to his music. That's my favorite rapper. Fuck that, right? He said, why was these motherfuckers going around lying saying you had something to do with you killed Tupac? Knowing it's not true, but now they know the truth, or they putting it out there. They never not once have, I got apology, got reimbursed, or them attacking my mother, them attacking my family publicly for something I had nothing to do with. But when the shit flips, there's a lot of people part of that circle. You know, that circle of you can have a wife and you can have kids, but you're part of that hidden room.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
But it's going to come to a time where they better fix this shit, and what you owe me, you better run it. What you got mine, you better run it back. Because you might be to the age where you leaving this world, because we're all going to leave here. Nobody's going to leave here alive.
That from Smell TV.
I've been working out, but listen. Who got a brain on stage?
Brain.
Give me somebody with a brain.
Well, I got a brain. Wack. What's
I
up?
was in and out, so you know.
Who heard the whole recording?
I
I heard
heard
the
the
whole
I
thing.
heard it.
Mm-hmm.
Most of.
So when you listening to the whole recording, A to Z, what is the catch line that makes you scratch your head?
That next tail little thing he said.
No. We're going to get to that. You notice every time he's creating a story and he runs out of shit to say about it, but at the same time, then he transitions to some more other shit across the street.
I peeped
Whenever
that.
dude is using, but at the same time, he's setting up a lie. You dealing with a dude who can't read or write. His strong point is the people are fans, the ones that was around and the ones that wasn't around. So whatever he says, y'all believe it. The nigga said Suge had a next tail. Suge says, watch how we spin y'all, get y'all going. What you doing with a security walkie-talkie? Nigga, it's a next tail.
Was it my phone or was it him?
I think that was
It's
I
a
think
him.
it was
next
him. He
tail.
cut off.
That from
It
Smell
is a
TV.
next tail. That security walkie-talkie.
Keep going in and out, Wack.
Hold on.
The connection's bad.
Hold on. Let me. Yo, you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Wack.
He says, the nigga, what you call it, said, yeah, Snoop had one of them next tails, right? Suge turns that to what you doing with a security walkie-talkie. It's a next tale.
Yeah, that shit
But
don't
he
make.
throw that in there to get y'all going.
Everybody had a next sale at
Everybody
that
had
Right?
a chirp at that
at
time.
that time.
But he
Hell
turns
yeah.
Yeah,
it into,
they were like walkie-talkies.
what you doing with a security walkie? Nigga, it's a next tail. Everybody had them. There ain't no security. He telling you, nigga, that Snoop had a next tail, and they tell him on the next tail, Pac just got shot. He turns it into how Snoop got a security walkie-talkie. Then he says, I'm loyal to who I'm loyal to, I'm with who I'm with. So that rule only applies to you, Suge? Dad's clearly stated, prior to the fight, it was fuck death row, right? That's what he said, right?
Yep.
Yeah, then he still
Yep.
got mad because he did the song with him.
So what you talk about who you loyal to? Prior to the fight, it was fuck death row. So if they do a song with a nigga that's a death row enemy, what is Daz doing wrong? See, this is where he spin y'all because he get y'all going
None at
and
all.
y'all don't think. Oh yeah, sure got the security, no, walkie-talkie. Daz them did the song, but if you listen to him, because he's lying, he's spinning. He can't keep up with his lies. Daz said, fuck death row. We ain't going to the fight with them niggas. He did a feature with a death row enemy after the fight. Didn't Suge just say he loyal to who he loyal to? They enemies is my enemies? So what's wrong with Daz doing the song?
That's a fact.
What is any of this proving? We're gonna move on to the other hypocrite shit too later in a minute. Right? What is any of this proving? Snoop got a next tail. He wanna make it a security guard walkie-talkie. No, he said a next tail. Dad said fuck Death Row was fuck Death Row at the time of the fight. Yeah, these niggas, they supposed to be loyal, but they did a song with a motherfucker. Nigga, they just said it was fuck Death Row.
They definitely said that.
So, them doing a song with an op, is that out of line to y'all? Is that just
Nah, they were saying fuck Death Row. They were saying if they could do a song whatever the fuck they want to do if they fuck Death
okay?
Row.
Let's move forward. New Yorkers, y'all gotta stand up on this. The nigga say Interscope gave Puffy 50 million, 100 million, all this, right? Y'all heard
Yeah,
that?
I heard that shit, Wack.
And they flopped. You tell me when Puffy was flopping. When was Bad Boy flopping?
Never.
See, this is shit that y'all hear and y'all just run with it. You gotta like make, when was Bad Boy flopping? This is just him talking because he know y'all gonna listen. See, he did all this to set y'all up for the, yeah, he did this, he did that, he did this. Okay, so now let's talk about the hypocritical shit. I don't want to see Puffy go to jail. Hey, Puffy, you come in here, you're gonna be my celly.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. He don't want him to go to
Hypocritical.
jail, but he's saying
Phase
dumb
two,
shit.
hypocritical. You ready for this? It was never proven that Puffy beat Cassie. They settled. But fuck it, Suge. Since you want to find him guilty, Michele said you beat the fuck out of her. Am I right or wrong?
Right as a
That's a fact.
motherfucker.
Definitely
Michele
right.
said you beat the fuck out of her. We didn't find you guilty. We say shit. Remember, she did the scene saying, yeah, just tell him I hit you. We was playing catch and the football hit you in the head. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that?
Definitely do.
In that movie.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
this is what Michele saying. So Michele is Cassie and Puffy is you. So don't go to talking about beating no woman because we don't know if either one of you motherfuckers did it. Okay, let's go to another one. The tough guy act. Yeah, you niggas speaking my name and such and such out my name. Say it to my face when you see me on the street. Hey, Suge, a nigga shot your ass 7, 5, 6 times, bro. Right here, nigga, on the street. You ain't do nothing about it. Shut the fuck up. The other nigga, Bone, say he wanted to get out. Instead of you getting out the car, you put the car in reverse and drive, killed your homeboy. Now you hollering what? Did y'all hear the snitching? Niggas tried to assassinate my life. They had guns. Uh-oh.
Yeah, he been said that. I heard that a long
Uh-oh.
time ago.
Are we supposed to say those kind of things?
Hell motherfucking
No,
no, Wack.
not at all.
Hell,
Hey,
that's
listen,
hell
listen,
nah.
I'm doing too much. I didn't went super viral. I'm gonna turn it over to y'all because what I'm saying is, dude is running out of shit to talk about. He's just saying shit. Yeah, they gave Puppy 50, 100 million, 50, 100 million. They flopped. And y'all just believe this shit because he said, what you mean? When the fuck was Bad Boy flopping, nigga? Well, what artists? They was flopping, the label wouldn't have been hot, right?
Real shit.
I'm trying to, yeah, you know the nigga Snoop, what he doing with the security, walkie-talkie? He didn't have it. Warren said the nigga had a Nextel. Everybody had one.
Yeah, Nextel was a phone that had a chirp.
That motherfucker chirp here to Texas, nigga, if you
That's
wanted
a
to.
fact. We used to love that shit when we first
Let's
got it.
clear that shit up. Yo, why did Dash them do a song with the nigga Dre or the Enemy or whatever? They said fuck Death Row before the fight. We all know Puffy was taking it in the. We don't all know shit unless you know something we don't know. If you seen some shit, I don't know.
He went into straight. You could be my celly. I'm not gonna let you suck my. Why do you say I'm not
Puffy
gonna?
got 2 kids. He got 2
Weirdo.
girls, but don't nobody give a fuck about my kids, bro. You put yourself in there. Here goes the killer. Nigga, every nigga that owe me, run mine. If you got something to me, run it back. So are you saying Snoop should turn over Death Row to you? What is he insinuating?
A whole bunch of people owe money, and he's coming back to
Did he say
collect.
Dion? Hey, Wack, did he say Deion Sanders owed him money that he needs to run him his money? Something like that
He
about
say
Dion?
Dion on him, whatever, but you
What the fuck?
know. Cold part about it, Dion was still on the football field when he was out. When he first got out, I believe. So I don't know what happened. You going to collect it, but I don't know. I'm just saying at some point, y'all got to listen to what dude talk about. See, his thing is you wasn't around to know what I'm talking about. But if you listen to what he talk about, when you telling a lie, you always gonna trip yourself up. You notice how I tell the same stories over and over again for years, and it's consistent as what it is because it's the real story. When you telling a lie, you gonna trip yourself up. So that's part of my take on it. The niggas at a point to where he just talking. I don't know. What's y'all take from this shit?